Welcome to the Average Rook. We are still playing Goodbye Deponia. Hopefully this should be the last episode. We are very close to the end. We have just reached the high boat that was leaving the Organon Blast Tower, or the Organon HQ, to reach Elysium. We now have to save everyone. But we have to get up to Elysium, and we have to get through all of this shit.
Attention!
Oh, bailiff on deck!
Division, halt!
Yes, sir, bailiff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well done.
Alright, that was easy. Next room.
Oh, crap. More of them. Attention! Bailiff on deck. Hello? Bailiff on deck.
Yeah,
There's already someone behind you.
Tell us something we don't
You gotta
know.
remind yourself,
Mind
there
your
are
manners, will
11,000
you?
Organon
A little more
clones.
respect for our bailiff.
Right. Yep. He's got a point. After all, he's the bailiff.
Yes, exactly. After all, I'm the bailiff. Remember that.
Okay, which are we going? Up, down? There's someone behind
I'm
them.
headed for the bridge. Take me to the right level. But bailiff, you should know what level that is. Yes, of course I do. I just wanted to test whether you know it too.
Up? Probably go down anyway.
I'm headed for the... Take me to the... But bailiff... Yes, of course. I just want... And? Is this the right floor, bailiff? You should know that, being a bailiff and all. Ah. Of course. Of course. Are you completely sure about that? Of course I'm sure. I'm the bailiff. I'm always sure. Good to know. Time to disembark, everyone. The bailiff says we're here. Yes? Oh, Cletus? No. Argus. You guessed it. And you must be Rufus. Some nerve you've got coming here. Foolhardy and stupid, as always. Or don't you realize that I will now have to break every single one of your bones?
Yeah, just try.
Wait! Can't we come up with a more peaceful solution? I don't think so. The time for amicable agreements has expired. I've been looking forward to this day. Put 'em up. Oh.
Alright. Ooh, pedal.
Ow! Hey!
Well, that'll do. Throttle
What
valve.
have we here? A throttle valve to adjust the elevator's speed. Well, who needs that kind of thing? Ow!
Oh, that should be fun. Down? Up? We can't really do anything here, so might as well. Stop button again. Pedal?
Cut it out!
Okay, maybe I have an idea. Pedal again.
Cut it out!
Down. Alright, can we do anything now? Oh, this might hurt a bit. Stop. There we go. Alright. No. It's just... The mouse is at a really weird area, so I keep clicking out.
Bailiff, at last. The team is waiting impatiently.
Waiting?
For your speech, of course. And allow me to add that I am no less excited myself. Your
Yeah.
speeches are always so inspiring,
Well-
so eloquent. You play the crowd like a virtuoso plays his piano. And if I may say so, a less charismatic orator would literally be torn to pieces by such an audience.
He would.
Oh, certainly. But your words are like magic. Inimitable. But here I am, just raving on. You should get started before the crowd grows even more agitated.
Yes, nobody wants that.
Electrifier, work your magic.
Just a moment. I think,
Gentlemen, we are about to be addressed by our great role model, our leader, our mentor, our idol, Bailiff Argus!
Is the Prime Controller Ulysses
Who just a
going to be
moment
appearing?
ago personally assured me that the speech he's about to deliver will inflame your hearts for our common cause.
We're going to be in trouble, aren't we?
And now, stand to attention! You are now being addressed by Bailiff Argus!
he knew this, and he just let me walk into it.
What an ass! Yes, what an... Well, I mean, that ass... No, what I'm trying to say is
What an astounding audience.
that ass... up on the bridge is only one of the 11,000 asses aboard this ship. Every single one of you is an ass. That's how we were constructed. That is our destiny. I know. Why is he saying those things? Well, this is why. Just look at me. I know you all think I'm an ass because I'm acting like one. But why is that so? Only because it is expected of me. As a superior, one is always half ass, half role model. And when I treat you shittily, you simply pass it on to those below you. In truth, the hierarchy is nothing but a chain of asses, giving each other shit. I could name you 1,000 more examples. The fact is, we're the asses here. But is that something to be ashamed of? I say no! I, for my part, am proud of what I am.
A complete arse.
I am an ass! And you're all asses too! It's time to show the world what's inside us. Long live the Organon!
A demagogue. Are we done now?
Very inspiring, like always.
Great. Well, then I can go now. Which way to the bridge?
But, what about the hymn?
The
Oh,
hymn?
no.
Exactly. Following each of your speeches, you lead us in our hymn. You can't have forgotten. Yes. The hymn.
Am I gonna have to turn this down? Or this isn't the, Oh, please don't let me have...
Here we go.
Please, please.
Organon. 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 Oh, organon. Oh, oh. 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 Organon.
This is getting really annoying.
Organon. Oh, organon. Oh, oh. Organon.
Here we go.
Organon. Oh, organon. Oh, oh. Organon.
That took a while. What proud triumph music that is. Alright, I just wanted to hear that a little bit. Let's go. Ah, Prime Controller.
Ah, Cletus, there you are. There's your mysterious companion. I had hoped you would introduce me to the person who caused us so much trouble.
Don't worry, she's on board. You should be more worried about the others who are also on board. Your precious bailiff Argus has moved the entire Organon to this high boat.
What? That can't be true. Where is that traitor?
You know, I've got good news and bad news regarding him. The bad news is someone's got to clean the floor of the elevator shaft. I don't think that will be necessary.
Oh, God.
Argus,
You can't die,
I
can
don't
you?
believe it. You are trying to deceive me, to bring the Organon to Elysium behind my back.
Yeah, but he didn't reckon with me. Oh, me!
What's going on here? Who is that?
I'm the real Cletus. He's just an imposter, which, strictly speaking, makes no difference. Plus or minus 2 zeros. My calculation turned out just right. This high boat is now under my control.
Not as long as I can prevent it.
Stop that!
This high boat is no longer bound for Elysium.
What? What? What?
I'm certainly not going to jeopardize the Utopian project by taking an invading army to Elysium. I'm initializing the destruction of Deponia. Right now,
Crikey,
Elysium
Moses,
will
who
have
are
to
you?
start on its journey a little sooner than expected.
Wait,
Stop!
if
Ulysses!
all of the Organons
You
are clones
fool!
and Argus is a
This is
clone,
madness.
then who is Ulysses?
My decision stands. Don't try to stop me.
But
But what?
What about the Organon?
what about the Organon?
What about it? The Organon was destined to be blown up all along.
I forgot. But what about you? You're gonna die as well.
True, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. With all the suffering I have caused, I don't deserve better.
Wow.
Ha! So you've got a conscience after all. You don't have to do this.
Oh yes, I do.
But why would you want to sacrifice yourself for the Elysians? Who or what is forcing you? I mean, Deponia may be no paradise, but it's possible to live there, and many people do. And not everyone down there was as unhappy as me.
I know the life down at the surface. I spent a long time there myself. Like a rat amongst the garbage.
So who are
That
you?
isn't a dignified life. Not for...
a bunch of stuck-up swellheads? Hey!
If you really want to know, this is about my daughter. She lives on Elysium. I want a better life for her. On Utopia. I'm doing this for you, Goal.
No! You old fool! What
Wait,
have
Goal
you
is your
done?
daughter.
What do you think? In a few minutes, a radio signal will be emitted from this high boat. It will activate all the blast towers around the planet. Deponia will be destroyed, and Elysium can finally set out on its journey to Utopia. I saved my daughter. That's what I have done.
Except, of course...
I'm afraid I have to contradict you, Dad.
Go? What? What? How?
I went to Deponia with Cletus. I knew you would never permit it. That's why I didn't tell you.
The girl we were looking for was you, the one who took pity on these junkyard dwellers and sabotaged our plans? This was about you the entire time?
Yeah, it was.
Can't we celebrate this family reunion some other time? Deponia may blow up any minute now.
Yes, and we have to do something.
Including us and your precious daughter. Exactly. What are you waiting for, Ulysses? Abort the detonation!
But that's impossible.
Can't we stop it somehow?
The only way would be to destroy the antenna before the signal has sent.
Destruction,
The
you say?
transmitting antenna. Of course.
But the transmitter is on top of the upper deck. It would be a suicide mission. Who would be crazy enough to try?
I'm in. So am I. And I.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
I'm coming too.
You're staying here, Missy. You and I are going to have a serious talk.
Meanwhile... just about to make good time, too.
Oh.
Why was it flickering like that? Why is it doing that now? Oh god, well, at least we get to look at all this. We've got the antenna, we've got the cable, and we've got the transmitter. Let's see what happens if we deal with this.
Oops. Why does that always happen to me with antennas?
Can we take more, or is that it? Okay, how about this?
Here we go. Haven't got all day, you know.
What would have happened if we didn't use one? So, all three of the prototype clones are gonna try and save the situation.
Whoa! That was fun. Fun? You moron! You almost killed us! Oh, I've heard that so many times before, but never actually, you have killed us, and that makes all the difference. That's quite enough. I've had it with you. You will hold yourself back from now on. Leave the rest to us. So, how shall we proceed? You could jump. It's much too far. Or perhaps you could stop the rotor. Oh, don't be such a Rufus. The rotors are keeping the high boat upright. Even if we could block it, the high boat would capsize. That would be the end of us.
Okay, what do we do? There's something on the left and something on the right. Pole vault?
Step aside. I've got a plan.
Good
Stop!
work.
Don't!
Oh.
I hit it! And who's the idiot now? You, of course. Same as always. Huh? Why? Just look. The transmitter fell into the rotor, and it keeps blinking like nothing happened.
So what do we do?
Oh, damn! It's still active. How are we going to reach it now?
Good idea. Well, actually, good question. Cable, Cletus, Argus.
That ought to have worked, but I always manage to break things. There's a catwalk down there. Yes, I have noticed that too. Any chance we could get there by jumping? No idea. Why don't you ask our inspector over there? He's better at calculating the odds.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's a catwalk down there. I can see that. Any chance we could get there by jumping? Down there? Just how stupid are you? Answer his question, Cletus. Excuse me? You're the inspector here, aren't you? Then let's hear your assessment of the situation. What are the odds? Taking into account the rotation speed and the radius, the odds that we'd survive without being shredded by the rotor are about 1 in 3. Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad. That depends. It roughly corresponds to your brain cells per head ratio. Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad. If the 3 of us all jump from different positions, at least one of us could make it, but that's insane.
Have you got a better plan?
Oh, bugger off. It's all settled then. It's all settled then. We count to 3, and then we all jump. 1, 2, 3.
Now what happens?
Rufus? Rufus, wake up!
I mean, you made it. Technically.
Ouch! What happened? You made it! Bravo!
Where's Cletus?
I don't think he made it, but I'm not quite sure. It all went down very fast. Now, do you see the antenna anywhere?
I'm at it.
Alright, the transmitter's over there.
I
we
can't reach it from here.
Alright, what could we deal with? There's a hole, there's a screw, there's a screw, screw and screw. Transmitter and hole. Alright, let's take the screws out then. Let's see if we die. That's 1.
No, wait a second. If I loosen this screw, what will hold up the bridge?
Can we put the screw back? What are we doing?
Somebody used screws sparingly here. Huh, maybe they read my blog.
Can we deal with it now? Okay. So far, so good.
I can't reach it.
Probably tell us what we can or can't do, so let's see what happens if we do it on this. Still good for time. Alright, so if we walk this way, will it just allow us to get there? Let's hope we don't bug things up. We just have to walk down this way. There we go. Alright, cool.
Ha! I've got it! Do you hear me, Argus? I've got it!
Very good. And now, destroy it!
Piece of cake.
Can we just throw it into the rotor blades?
I don't want to fix it. I want to destroy it.
Alright, what if we do it on the rotor?
I can't reach it from here. If I throw it, it'll just ricochet.
I've got an idea. Put the screws, put the screws into the holes, okay. And then we, just, do it again?
I can't reach.
Well, guess not. Okay, let's, throw it in the rotor now. Should work, right?
No! What are you doing?
Destroying the transmitter. What else?
You're not about to stick your hand in the rotor, are you? I knew you were an idiot, but the sheer folly of this really surmounts everything I've heard so far!
Well,
I did it! The transmitter is destroyed!
yes, but now the
Deponia
rotor is
safe!
disrupted,
Yes,
and
very
high boat is going to
impressive.
capsize.
But to make it a little more interesting, you blocked the rotor.
Then help me up so we can get the rotor running again. It would be such a bummer if the high boat were to break apart at this point. After all, we're only a stone's throw from Elysium.
Yes, that's an idea. Another idea would be to let you rot down there. I suppose it depends.
Depends on what?
Your decision. Will you help me with my coup against the Council of Elders?
Yes. You what?
What's going
Oh
on?
boy.
Something's blocking the starboard rotor.
Is that bad?
No idea. You missed Deponia.
We're about to crash? But we're almost there. I can already see the airlocks.
The airlocks, you say? But of course!
The maintenance ladders.
Perhaps I can hold our position long enough so we can evacuate. Go and gather your friends together.
And what about the organons?
Them too, of course. Now that the detonation has been cancelled, I hope that Argus will rethink his plan. I will inform the Council of Elders.
But what about you?
Go! There's no time for discussion. Go now!
Hurry up.
I refuse to believe this. You still intend to have the Organon invade Elysium?
Why not? Where else could we go?
I will never allow that to happen.
Oh, come on, Rufus. Those soldiers down there are our brothers. We share the same genes. Basically, we're identical. Why should you be allowed to get to Elysium and not one of them? Or two or three? Where do you draw the line? Who gets to decide that?
You really giving us this
You,
speech?
perhaps?
No, but
So, what do you say?
Over my dead body, I suppose.
over my dead body.
That's too bad. But it can't be helped. Somehow I knew you wouldn't cooperate. So long, Rufus.
No, stop that!
And here we go.
You rotten bastard!
Frank Moses. And now all three of us are sticking the rotor.
There you are again.
Ah, it hurts. It's your own fault. Ow. You're a fine one to laugh, but now we're all in the same boat again. I think I can free myself. Ah! Don't! The rotor is only stuck because we're all in between. As soon as one of us moves, it will start running again. Then we all die.
We're gonna die anyway.
If we continue blocking the rotor, then the high boat will crash one way or another. We're dead. Just how did we manage to end up in this stupid situation?
I think Rufus.
Don't look at me. You two messed it up this time.
What? Can't come up with a cunning plan for once?
Let me think. Nah, it's completely hopeless.
So we can relax then.
Rufus! Cletus?
Goal!
What's happened here?
Doesn't matter.
You have to get us out of here.
Preferably before the high boat crashes.
Yes, it's a little too late for that. Dad says that all these rotor failures have damaged the engines. He's able to hold the high boat in position for now, but evacuation has already started. We've only got minutes.
Oh, great. Now everyone's getting to Elysium but me, right?
Exactly. Get me out of here. You can only save one of us before the rotor starts turning again.
No, there must be a way to get all three of you out.
No, there isn't. Come on, make a decision.
How can I decide that? I don't even know who's who.
Well, we just have to, unfortunately, say that we're not the right Rufus.
I am Cletus. What? That's not true. I am Cletus. Nonsense. I am Cletus.
Wait a minute. Does that mean that among the three of you, only Cletus is man enough to reveal his identity? It's what I had expected from Argus, but Rufus, after all we've been through, you don't even trust me enough to show yourself?
You're right, Goal. I'm sorry. I'm Rufus, of course.
Don't believe a word he says. I am Rufus. He's lying. I am Rufus.
They're both bold-faced liars. I am Rufus.
Oh, great. And now, can the real Rufus give me some sort of proof?
Of course I can. I know something that the other two definitely don't.
So
Oh,
we just have to go through
then
the
what's
dialogue
that?
options.
Doesn't matter what I say. We're just going round in circles here.
Yes, but how else am I going to make a decision?
Well, who cares which of us is Rufus? Just leave us here and save yourself. The most important thing is that you survive.
Ha! He just gave himself away. Exactly. The real Rufus.
That's me. Would never say such a thing.
You're right. That really didn't sound like Rufus. Could it be possible that you changed that much?
The real Rufus.
Will never change. You know that.
Then perhaps it's just another trick to look good.
No.
Maybe. Oh my god.
It's true. I'm not Rufus. Rufus? That's him. What? Yes. Yeah, sure. He's right. I am Rufus.
Is this a trick? A last desperate maneuver? You know, if I help him, it's too late to change your mind. You're going to fall and die.
Absolutely sure.
Definitely. Just think. How can I be the real Rufus? The real Rufus is never gonna give up. He'll never change. And he'll never let go.
Stop!
And here we go.
No! No!
Come on, Go. We need to get out. Come.
Huh? Hello, Rufus! What? Barry, what are you doing here?
You're my idol, you remember? And I follow you everywhere. No, seriously, I just wanted to tell you how much I admire what you're doing here. At first, of course, I was shocked, but then I did understand. Brilliant, really. It was actually the only thing you could do. A genius plan, even from a philosophical point of view. The ultimate altruistic deed. Huh. Wow, Rufus, the oh-so-resolute Rufus, at last finally changed!
That is just sad.
Are you ready?
I don't know. Do you really think this outfit is appropriate?
But Rufus, everyone knows you're a Deponian. You remember that, right? You no longer need to pretend. Never again. You can simply be yourself. Forever, Rufus.
But this is totally cool.
Ah, here come our heroes, the saviors of Deponia. Well, a fine mess you got us into, if I may say so. Your report poses us a difficult dilemma. Naturally, now that we know Deponia is inhabited, our journey to Utopia is cancelled for the time being. But the high boat is destroyed, and the cable is cut. And with so many new citizens, our resources will be used up even faster than expected. What will become of Elysium? Are we forced to land on Deponia? Is that the solution? So many questions.
I'm afraid I have no answers for you, Your Eminence. But this Deponian here is a true genius.
Who? Me?
If you're stuck for unusual ideas, his imagination knows no limit.
Go ahead. Any suggestion will be welcome.
Oh boy.
But Go?
You can do it.
Well, perhaps we could mount some rockets on Elysium.
Go on.
Or flying dragons. And if we put monster truck tires on a gigantic dirigible...
Monster truck tires?
Then perhaps we could train a few eagles and...
Getting back to those flying dragons, how big would they have to be?
Oh, huge! With very large teeth, and they should breathe fire.
I know it's trying to make light of the situation, but it's still a bit sad. Can't have it end without that.
I'm closing my case. There's nothing left to say. Any last questions? I take that as a no. But if you feel battered, your whole world is shattered, I may have a helpful suggestion for you. Just grab your harmonica and sing about Deponia. Rufus' dream of a life more ideal, and the fact that sometimes there may be just one last chance to save the day if you let go. And if that's so, I'm off now for real.
HUZZAH is off now for real.
So that is the end of Goodbye Deponia. However, we still have one game left. It is not finished. And this game, well, not this one, but the one that's going to come after this, was made some considerable time after this. Journey completed. Huzzah, he's off now for real. Can I skip this? Please let me skip it. Thank you. Quality assurance. So, I did get some bonuses, so let me see. Field guide. We got everything. The earth platypus, flying platypus, water platypus, fire, swamp, vampire, woolly, long-haired platypus, dwarf platypus, naked platypus, snow platypus, poison dart platypus, pot-bellied platypus, clown platypus, and mimicry platypus. But that is it for this game, and that is it for this episode. And in the next episode, hopefully, we will be starting Deponia Doomsday. Look forward to that. So, thank you so much for stumbling onto one of the most average gaming channels out there. Like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed the video. Check the corresponding playlist assuming something turns up, or one of the recommended that pops up below it. I'm the Average Rook. See you soon, and more average content coming your way.